Larry Rocio is a local boxer who has quite the following on social media. He is not wanted in connection to that cold case. In fact, it's unclear if prosecutors ever pursued charges against him. He is wanted on is a federal probation violation. Year-old Larry Rocio, a convicted felon who turned popular on social media, is now wanted by the United States Marshals Service. Rocio's case dating back to 2015. Federal court documents show he was arrested in Baltimore, Maryland, months after.
Man, what's up, man? It's your boy, the Cuban Assassin. And Slim, I'm taking y'all back to the beginning of my bid when I first saw my first You hear me? Man, this was the Miami boys, you feel me? Man, this ain't, I'm getting straight into it. I don't have y'all waiting on none of that, you feel me? Like this right here, bruh. I was at Hazleton Penitentiary. My day ones, go ahead, hit that like button. Y'all know I'm about to turn up. So look, bruh, and look. It just be crazy how the police don't help you in the joint. You feel me? This taught me right here. This what really got me working out. Man, for the people who don't know me, I got sent to prison for 7 years after I got hit up. You feel me? Coming for 25 days, bruh. So I ain't all the way back. You feel me? And this stabbing right here showed me like, dang, Slim, like they really don't. They gonna let us do whatever we want to do to each other in this joint. So mind you, here we go. 2017. I probably been on this job for like 3 months now. You feel me? 3-4 months. You feel me? So this got something to do with the Florida car. It's not Florida against New York. It's not Florida, two cars crashing. The two guys that boomed each other, they was both from Florida. They got a Florida car called Miami Cartel. You hear me? Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna give y'all the top 5 dangerous cars and USPs in the federal prison system. I'm gonna give y'all that. That's some content I'm gonna do. Florida, one of them, bruh. Florida pushing that knife, bruh. Florida pushing that knife, bruh. They like that pickle too. But look, that's something else. But look, they pushing that knife. They pushing that knife, bruh. Listen, the people involved in this, you feel me, in this Florida car, it was Trick Daddy, man. You feel me? Like, he literally got pictures with him and Trick Daddy. His name is Luda. You feel me? Luda's from Florida, you feel me? From Miami, you know what I'm saying? All gold's in his mouth. You feel me? Bald head. You feel me? This is 2017 at Hazleton. So if you know Luda been in for like 20-something years. This is 2017. He was in for 20-something years. He had a body. Trick Daddy, man. Got pictures with Trick Daddy. Keep the poker table. That's another thing about the Florida guys. They always gonna have a poker table. Luda was running the poker table out here at Hazleton Penitentiary. You feel me? Guru was had the poker table out there at Caney USP. You feel me? With Guru and somebody else, you feel me? But there was Florida dudes that they love poker, bro. They pay that poker like it ain't no other. So this right here happens to be a poker incident. You know what I'm saying? They playing poker. Luda got the table. You feel me? So, and then this is where I'm not gonna lie to y'all at. The dude owe Luda some money. Dudes play poker. They be betting, bro. Dog, that poker, if you not playing, bro, you can run it up $1,000, $500, cause they got drugs, everybody got this and that, you know what I mean? You can run it up, long as you gotta pay that bill, though. Gotta pay that bill. Once, it don't matter what that bill is, you gotta pay that. And that's on both sides. The person who win the poker or the guy who's running the table. It was gonna be some problems, you feel me? And this right here shows that gambling causes problems. So, Now, dude, I'm trying to figure out the dude that owed money. I never want to get on here and lie to y'all. I don't know if he was from Florida. I don't really remember him being from Florida, but, all right, it's a dude that had dreads like The Weeknd. You feel me? And it's the yard that Syko Bob is on. Psycho Bob is on this yard at the time with the tattoo in the front, little crazy looking dude. He's on this yard right now. He's in the Florida car. You feel me? And I ain't figured that out until I got home, bro. It be real live famous people in the joint. I didn't know who Psycho Bob was till I came home and I saw a picture of him. I was like, yo, he was on the yard with me. Cause I never forget that tattoo in between his eyes, bro. That tattoo right there, all them tattoos and it crazy. It's crazy. Like that. We wasn't on the same block. I was in F1, he was in F2, you feel me? He stayed right across the street, so I used to see him walking and all that crazy dreads. But I didn't know this was Kodak Black man until I got home. Crazy, right? He was out Hazleton Penitentiary in PA. You feel me? He's still out PA right now, but he's at a FCI. So listen, the dude that owed Luda the money, I don't know if he is from Florida or not. I think he might have been from Texas because he was hanging with Boosie. You know what I'm saying? So he cracked the dude, whoever the dude is that owed the money. He cracked the table. He cracked the table like a couple days before. You know what I mean? Luda paid him. Luda gave him his money, gave him a whole bunch of flats. You get paid flats, and you know what I mean? It was a couple of flats. You feel me? Boom. He came back like 2 days later. Man, he lost it all and some more. He lost it all and some more. So come to find out, bro, he telling people, he owed Luda about $1,000, bro. He lost everything he had and he owed him $1,000. You feel me? So here it is. Luda paid you your money when you won. Now he's $1,000 in the hole. Luda won his money. You know what I'm saying? And then word started coming over there to Luda that Slim saying that he had the cards rigged. I never forget it. He said talking about the cards is rigged, boo bop. He ain't trying to pay him the $1,000, da. And Luda stays on my block. You feel me? Luda, Miami Cartel, Trick Daddy Man, all goes in his mouth, bald head. He stay on the block with me. So he walking around all like, man, these dudes playing with me, da. Then one day we go to Child, Slim. We go to Child now. And hey, Slim, that's why you can't play with nobody in the face. You know what I'm saying? Luda was bluffing too, but he wasn't bluffing. He's scary type. I don't know if he's scared of me and my homies or, I don't know, bro. He'd talk, but then don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So this day I see him go to the kitchen though. I see him go to the kitchen because I was sitting at the Baltimore table this day. And he walked up to that table. He was like, what's up with my money? He was like, what's up? Where you been at? Where my money at? And dude was like, nah, I got you. I'm gonna come on the yard. I'm gonna holler at you on the yard, da. He like, yeah, come on the yard and holler at me. So I'm like, that holler at me word, I do not play with that word in the face. If somebody say they trying to holler at me, bro, I'm thinking off top, we about to fight. You feel me? Let me holler at you. Oh, all right, yeah, all right, bet. When I hear let me holler at you, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to holler at you, all right, bet. You feel me? Because ain't nothing good from coming holler at me. You know what I'm saying? So he's saying they're gonna see each other on the yard. So man, you've been like 2 days now. He ain't got with Luda. Now the word is coming over there that he ain't paying. He talking about that Luda had his cards rigged. You know what I'm saying? So Luda in the unit, he walking around like, yeah, I'm about to go to yard, da. And see, this is how prison goes. So sometimes, you know what I mean, we want to see a little action. You know, they might get into it on the yard. So everything, you know, Luda talking about he gonna go out there and do that, do this, and that. You know what I mean? Luda, I done seen bluffing situations with Luda, so I'm really thinking he bluffing. I'm like, man, let me go out to the yard. I just end up going out to the yard. You know what I mean? Holler at my homie Weedy or whatever. So we out on the yard, bruh. So I'm out there doing me. I'm working out first and foremost. I'm gonna work out woo bop, and then I end up spinning the bin. This is the yard right here, big yard. Slim, you locked inside the fence, you feel me? So I see Luda, and I walk over to the Luda because he by himself. He really by himself, like looking over there at them three dudes, you know what I'm saying? Man, it's like three dudes over there. It's Boosie, the guy that owes some money, and The Weeknd. We just gonna call him The Weeknd because he had dreads just like The Weeknd, bro. Cool with him too. He's a 9-trade gangster. He was a blood. So I'm like, he over there, and so I'm like, what's up, Slim? So now I'm like, what's up, Slim? I see you over there looking at them. You hear me? I be gassing shit up. I'm gassing up. I'm like, what's up, bro? What he talking about, bro? You hear me? Luda was looking at him. He was like, I'm out here. I got this big boy on me. He said he could play me if he want. He said, I got this big boy on me right now, killer. So I'm like, oh yeah. He like shaking his head. So I'm like, bluffing, step off, said, bluffing that nigga, said, bluffing that nigga, my head, step off, boom. So I go over there with Weedy, I'm playing Weedy in them. So then I heard Weedy was like, oh yeah, oh, they about to get it in. So I look over, bruh, Luda walked up to them. I see him with his hands because we can't really hear what he's saying, bruh. All I know is The Weeknd. The Weeknd is Miami Cartel. Luda's Miami Cartel. The guy who owed money, I think he from Texas or something. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But they talking, and all I see is freaking The Weeknd whip out, swing the joint. He swung, and then Luda, he kind of went back, put whip and swung his knife. Boom. Man, opened up The Weeknd face, push. So now Luda like, yeah, Luda like, yeah, look at you. Look at you. Now I can hear him yelling. He like, yeah, look at you. Look at you. You leaking. He like, you leaking. So the weekend, he was real calm and cool, but he was like, man, I hit you too. He said, you leaking. He said, I hit you too. He was a little smooth and quiet. Luda like, yeah, but you leaking. You leaking. So I'm like, oh, he is leaking. He bust open his face, bro. He cut his face. The joint hit his, like, came down on his face. I'm like, oh man, we about to go on lockdown. So I'm like, where the police at? So I look to the left. I see the police. They're looking at it, bruh. I'm like, oh. And to make sure I know they was looking at it, they looking at the joint. It's right there. They're like, spitting out his little. They got chew in his mouth. He spit. So I'm like, dang, Slim. So the weekend walk around. They spread apart. Bruh, Luda go pick some dirt up off the floor. Bruh, this is prison, bruh. Let me tell y'all this, bruh. This is why, bruh. Crazy don't go to prison, bruh. Luda picked up some dirt off the floor, dirt off the ground, and put it on his chest. Put it on his chest, because now his blood rushing through his shirt and shit. You know what I mean? Now they switching shirts. They taking off shirts, throwing them in the toilet and outside. And Slim, the weekend walked over there. And somebody gave him the Jamaican cap joint that you put on your head. First he put a shirt on the joint, stop the blood, then put the Jamaican cap. Because if the police see any blood, you're out of here. You're going down. You know what I'm saying? You're going to the hole for investigation. They're going to check you, see any marks, it's over for you. So they end up, end up being good. Y'all recall. So that's when they go back to our building. So we are in building F1 and they are in building F2. You feel me? So, man, freaking, young, so they call y'all recall. So when we get in line, everybody leaving, I'm like, man, I hope they make it through the joint so they won't have to hit the button or nothing. So somebody was like, bro, the police saw the stabbing, bro. I'm like, I saw the police looking at the joint. They was like, bro, the police said, oh, they gonna unalive each other. Go ahead, let them unalive each other. I'm watching, see who wins. I was like, what? He was like, bruh, my homie was like, yeah, bruh. Said the police saw it. And I knew he wasn't lying, bruh, because I saw the police looking at it, you feel me? They was watching the joint, spitting out their chew. Boom. So I'm like, dang. So Luda stays on the block with me. So we go back to the block. Boom. Son, we go back to the block, bruh. Luda in that joint, he in the chair. I come past his cell like a little while later or something. Bruh, Luda is getting his chest sewn closed with a needle, a thread needle that you sew clothes with, bruh. This big, strong, black, bald head dude is getting he had a whole gape in his chest. I'm talking about the joint was open. He hit him in his chest, bruh. That joint was open like a coochie. I don't know how to open a coochie, no. Bro, that joint was open like that, bro. Like open wound, like, yeah, like, ooh, pretty cool. Yeah, that joint was open like cooch. His man was sewing the joint. His man was sewing the joint closed with a needle thread like this long, bro. Close the joint up for him. I don't even know what they use for the thread. You feel me? They on the end of your pants, they snatched out the thread from the pants and stuff. This is federal rules, federal penitentiaries, bro. Because he got to close up that wound, but he can't go to the doctors. Bro, he just got hit with a big bunk piece, bro. Man, Luda in that joint he like, man, Killer, what's up, man? He said, I can't, but he was crying. Grown man, bald head, N4M. He like, I can't believe I just had to stab my own homie, bro. He said, that's my brother right there, man. I don't know what's it now. I don't know if he's scared or what, but his emotions is hitting him. He like, man, he said, because I was tight with a guy named Boosie, right? Boosie was from Texas. Me and Boosie was rocking every day in this joint. I ain't gonna lie. Me and Boosie, that was my dog. You see one on the other. They know, you know what I mean? So when you get your road dog, they know who you in there with. So he like, man, that's like you and Boosie, man. So I'm like, dang, bruh. I said, bruh, that joint hurt. He like, yeah, a little bit anyway. I'm geeked up right now. It's adrenaline rushing. So boom, you know what I'm saying? I step off. So here it is. He's standing here the next day. You now, this is how penitentiary work. That dude is still on the other block. He ain't get caught. So this is a war right here between these two. You feel me? Ain't no, you know what I mean? So, and this is how I learned this. This is because for a second I'm thinking, oh, that's the end of it. You feel me? I'm new to the feds, you feel me? They both hit each other, boom, boom, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing. So I go to the kitchen the next day for lunch. Lunch is about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. So we go to lunch, and I'm in lunch, and who comes in? The Weeknd. The Weeknd, bruh. He come in with some shades on with the little Jamaican top, because you can wear the Jamaican top inside of the prison because it's religious. So anything else you gotta take off your head besides koofies and stuff. So he got the Jamaican top pulled down with the shades on, bro, looking sweet. So I'm like, oh, bro, what's up, bro? He smiled. I was like, bro, you alright? He like, yeah, I'm good. He said, I'm trying to see where he at. He said, where he at? I said, bro, he on the block. He said he wasn't coming up here. He said, oh yeah. He said, I might gotta come in there. I'm like, damn. I'm like, bro, trying to finish the job. I'm like, dang, bro. I was just so amazed at that, bro. I'm like, oh, these dudes turn. I said, oh yeah, I gotta turn it up a notch. I gotta work out some more. And this is what I gotta do if I get into it with, you know what I'm saying, somebody in this joint. I gotta get him out the prison. Cause Slim was right here like, yeah, I might gotta come up in that joint. I might gotta finish the job. Gotta get him up out of here. He gotta go. He saying Luda gotta go. So I'm like, dang. So that told me right there, like, all right, if I get into it with somebody, they gotta leave the prison. Especially, I mean, yeah, it is, y'all right. You don't want them around. But I'm like, dang. In my head, I'm like, Luda should have came up here to this kitchen, bro. You feel me? Because it's almost like you duck and wreck. You trying to stay inside, bro. So I'm like, oh, all right, bet. I'm seeing how the federal prison system works, which is very dangerous, bro. Do y'all see this, bro? This was crazy, bro. Dude came up there. He had a cut in his head. Luda got a whole wound in his chest. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And these two got into it over a dude that owed some money. I swear I don't think he was from Florida. I don't know though. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't with the Weeknd and them two. But see, this is what he said too. He said, man, he showed me a knife. You don't show me no knife. That's what he said. That's what the Weeknd said. I said, bro, how y'all end up getting into it? He said he showed me his knife, bro. He said, you don't show me nobody. Yeah, you better use that joint. He said, so when he showed me his knife, I'm thinking he gonna go, man, I whipped out my knife, I hit him. He said he hit me back. He said, as he should have did. So I'm like, dang. I'm like, Mo, this is some treacherous stuff. So boom, that was the situation. He went back on his block. His block is right next door. He ain't come up in our building right then and there. But like, I think it was late on that day or the next day, the police come on the block. Luda in his cell chilling doing him. The police come in that joint and say, hey, lift up your shirt. He like, huh? They said, man, lift up your shirt. So he lift up his shirt. They saw the stitches. They was like, yeah, come on, you coming with us. They took him out to jail. They shipped him out to jail. They saw he got stabbed. See, somebody dropped a note too. Now and I'm sitting here thinking about it right now. It probably was the dude that owed Luda some money because Luda still was on the block. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody told in the federal penitentiary, they had to say Luda got stabbed, but they was fighting Boobop, wrote the kite and gave it to SIS, bro. This was my first album that I saw. It was a bad one too. This told me that the police is not gonna say you, bro. They came in and asked Luda to lift up his shirt. They got him up out of there. You feel me? And I think they snatched up the Weeknd too. They took both of them. They went in, hit both of them. You know what I'm saying? Both of them got up out of there. You know what I'm saying? This is the federal penitentiary, Slim. You know what I mean? Stay home, Slim, man. Stay out the streets, bro, because this is the lifestyle that I was introduced to. You know what I mean? Man. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gone. It's your boy, the Cuban Assassin.